Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dana, aka Blondie Knots here on YouTube, and if you're not new here, welcome back my friend. So since our last video where we crocheted a Laboo, I am sad to report my hyperfixation on Laboos has not changed, and I am now the proud owner of two of my very own Laboos. I will also admit I may or may not have a couple more than this on the way, but right now these are the two I have, and something I've been seeing a lot of people doing is of course dressing up their Laboo, and so I figured today it would be so fun for us to try to crochet a couple outfits for my two Laboos I have here, because obviously they are both naked. So right now with me, I just have two from the macarons series. So this is what we're going to be using as our models for today. I'm not sure how the sizing differs for Big Into Energy and Have a Seat, but at least for macarons, I will have patterns for you guys available. So if you're interested in any pattern you see today, go ahead and click the link in the description there. It'll take you over to my Etsy page, and then you can purchase any of these patterns to make for yourself and your own Laboos. So if that sounds good to you, stick around because we are just going to hop right into today's video. I am going to be starting off with sea salt coconut because I do have some ideas for this one. I want to put like a lemon hat on this one, and then also definitely a pair of overalls. I've seen a lot of overalls and I'd love to try my hand at making some of those, and maybe like a bag purse situation on one of these two. I'm not sure which one, but that's kind of my game plan going into my first Laboo here. And then for soy milk, I'm thinking some kind of like strawberry hat, something like that would be super cute. And then a cardigan, a vest, I don't know, something like that. And then in addition to that, I do want to also try at least a frog bucket hat because I've been seeing a lot of the frog bucket hats and I think they are so adorable. So anyways, that's my rough game plan of what I have planned for us to make today. This is just going to be a really fun, super relaxed video of us crocheting some clothing and accessories for Laboo. So let's just get right into the video. Let's start off with sea salt coconut and his lemon hat, beanie, whatever it'll come out to be. So let's see how it goes. Well, I figure while we're sitting here working on this project, doing a silly little video, we can have a silly little chat. So I would love to know in the comments what Laboo you guys are dying to get. If you haven't got it yet, if you haven't even found one yet, let me know. I might have some TikTok shop references for you because that is the only place I've been able to get all of mine at. Honestly, sea salt coconut was the one I really wanted, but of course now that I have sea salt coconut, I do want a Big Into Energy one. Really any of them except for purple. Purple's my least favorite color. So anyway, here is just a little bit of the progress of the Laboo. I will say it's really fun because once you do one of the hats and you figure out the sizing for it, you can really customize it to make it anything you want. So you can make this an orange, an apple, whatever you would want it to be. Also, side note, this is how I make leaves, and in the pattern you will obviously learn how to do it. This is my favorite way to make leaves, and I don't see a lot of people making leaves like this, which is super interesting and random, but this is my favorite way, and I do feel like they come out the cutest when you do it this way. All right, so that took barely any time at all, but we have a little lemon hat for our Laboo. This is so adorable. It worked up really fast, and yeah, I think it's so cute. I think it's a great little touch for a Laboo. I have a seat that's yellow coming, so I feel like that would be really cute on that one, but I love this. I also think maybe I made the leaf a little too big, but here is our first little head accessory. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make the strawberry head accessory now, and then we will start working some clothing. But all right, off to a really good start. I love this, and this is our first little Laboo accessory. I think the thing I have found most shocking about my little Laboo journey, let's call it, just learning honestly about Pop Mart even, and Laboos in general, is how much hate is around adults who like plushies, big fuzzy keychains, silly things that might be considered quote unquote for kids. And I find that so strange that so many people have such a problem with it, because if a little fuzzy creature hanging off your purse with a big toothy grin makes you happy, live your life. Like, really, who cares? Life is so serious that things like this don't need to be so serious, and I really am having such a hard time understanding the hate as someone who like loves a plushie, loves a big fuzzy keychain, loves a cute trinket, a whimsical little animal. I find this so fun, and they're just so cute and silly, and I don't understand why people are hating on adults that like them so much. So I just wanted this to be your little sign that if you are nervous to get one because you're nervous about what people will say about it when you're on public or what your friends might think or something, just get it. I was so nervous to get a Laboo because I thought it was so, I don't know, something that was just supposed to be for kids at first. And so many of you on my Instagram encouraged me to just go ahead and get one. And honestly, I'm so happy I did. And I don't even just mean Laboobos, just anything in general, even if it seems juvenile. If it brings you joy, I highly encourage you to just go for it and get what makes you happy. Oh my goodness, even without clothes on, these Laboobos are so cute with just the hats. I am loving making the hats. I'm so excited now to make some clothing items for them to add with the hats. So I think we're gonna start with the blue overalls first, and then I need to figure out still what I'm gonna do with this one. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I don't know, we'll figure something out for this one. But I am so ready to get right into the overalls. I have some little buttons out too, so I think that'll be cute to add. But anyway, okay, let's see what we come up with. Sorry to go on a little bit of a tangent there, guys. I just really wanted to drive home the fact that it is okay to be silly and have fun, even as an adult. As long as you're not harming anyone, everything is good. So anyways, let's get back a little bit on topic. While I was crocheting this all day, I was listening to an audiobook. I'm kind of back into audiobooks right now. I'm listening to The Tenant by Frida McFadden. She is my go-to author, especially when I get in a book slump, which I have been. I can't remember the last time I even read a book, probably, gosh, it has to be 2 years ago now at this point. I really fell out of it, and I'm on and off about audiobooks. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. It really just depends on my mood, and honestly, the author's voice plays a big part of that. I'm sure you all understand. Here I'm just showing you some of the little pants that I'm making, and I sewed on these buttons, which really help make this outfit look so darling. I was so obsessed, and once I finish this in 1 second, we're gonna get on to the next item, which is gonna be just a little brown cardigan. I thought that would be super cute with the strawberry hat, but I was going to ask before I wanted to show you what I was doing for any book recommendations. I am a mystery thrillers girly, so that's really the only kind of books I read if I'm being so real right now. So if you have any good book recommendations, let me know. I have read a lot of Frida McFadden, B.A. Paris I've read a lot of, and the other one I can't think of her name, but I've read, I don't know, so many thriller books, but I'm definitely looking for some more recs. If you guys have any for me, that would be lovely. And here I am just making the little purse pouch for the Laboo, which I loved. I think it came out so cute, and it was such a fun little accessory to add on to his outfit. Since I only ended up making just a cardigan, I decided to forego pants because honestly, making these little items, first of all, tests my patience big time, and also it just really starts to hurt my fingers after a while. So I did call it quits after just the cardigan top for our second Laboo. But this is the purse. I thought it was so cute, and I just loved how it came out. Okay guys, we have both of our Laboobos in a full outfit now. I mean, I know this one doesn't have pants, but these are the two outfits we have to work with. I really like the overalls, and I especially like both outfits with the buttons. I feel like the buttons really add a cute little touch to them. I will say though, now that I've made a couple clothes and a couple hats, I much prefer the hats. So I do still want to try the frog hat really quick, and then I also want to make a mushroom hat for this one. I think that would be so cute. So I think I'm going to try that still. But yeah, I will say definitely love making the hats way more than the clothing, but the clothing is super cute too. I also would totally recommend you give these a shot, whether it be my patterns or just any patterns you find in general. It's really fun to dress up your Laboobos, but I'll definitely make sure I link mine below on my Etsy shop in case you want to grab any of these. But okay, let's get back to work. Let's make these two other hats, and then we can take a look at everything we have clothing and accessory wise. And the last thing I will leave you guys with today in the voiceover is just a huge thank you to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me and my channel. I hope my gratitude never seems redundant, but I am just seriously so blessed to have you guys and have this beautiful community we've created. And honestly, if I think about it too much and talk about it too much, I'm gonna get a little emotional. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for being here. Honestly and truly from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you more than you know. I love you so so much. And just remember to be yourself. Don't be afraid to be silly, and have a beautiful, wonderful, safe weekend. Enjoy the rest of this video, and I will be seeing you guys on Monday. Now let's have us a little bit of a Laboo fashion show in 3, 2, 1. Guys, I think we are ending on the 2 cutest hats. I am obsessed with these 2 hats. I did change the mushroom top color to a little bit of a darker shade of red. I wanted to go for a more like maroon earthy tone versus the bright red we did with the strawberry. I also wanted it to look quite different. So I'm in love with this one. I don't know what to say. I didn't even see any inspo for this. After I made that strawberry, I'm like, you know what? A mushroom would be so cute. So this is my mushroom hat. And of course, we have the froggy hat. The froggy hat is so adorable. I love the frilly brim. I love the eyes of the frog. I think this is so cute, especially on the soy milk one. It stands out, and I kind of like them with no clothes but hats on. So I don't know what that says, but I think they look really sweet like this. I also think they look cute in their clothing, but I don't know, they're just so cute. I can't get over it. I am dying to hear what your guys' favorite Laboo hat, accessory, outfit was, whatever. Definitely let me know. I think overall, I'm gonna have to say probably the frog hat is my favorite, so definitely let me know your favorite. I cannot wait to hear yours. I like making these hats so much. I might even post a couple of the finished hats in my Etsy shop too, so if you don't feel like making one, you don't have time, or whatever the case may be, I might have a couple available over there if you want to buy some that are already finished, just because I had such a fun time making them, and I think they look so darling. I hope you enjoyed this fun little silly video. I love having Thursdays as like a little bonus fun video, so hopefully you enjoyed dressing up our Laboobos this week. I do have another fun Thursday video coming up, so keep your eye out for that. We're gonna make another plushie. I know we got a lot of amigurumi going on lately. I don't know what it is, but it has been fun. So if that's something that sounds good to you and you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. I post new videos every Monday. Occasionally on Thursdays, they're always crochet or knit or sometimes craft related. And we have a lot of fun over here, so I'd love to have you if you'd love to be a part of my channel. Make sure you give the video a like if you enjoyed it, or maybe if you like Laboo, so you can give the video a like too. And definitely make sure you share this video with your other Laboo fanatics. Other than that, thank you so much for letting me take up a little bit of your time here on the internet today. Make sure you tell me which hat or which clothing item was your favorite, and I will be seeing you in my next one. Bye!